Welcome back to Train of Thought, everybody. My name is Trey, and this is where I share my thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets. So first off, as I mentioned towards the end of my last video, this video is being filmed remotely from the basement of the house that I grew up in. We wanted to do some Christmas shopping without kids, we being my wife and I, and my mom said, why don't you come to our farm and I can watch the kids and you guys can go shopping. So that's what my wife and I did today. And kind of overlapping with that time was the Jets game with the Tampa Bay Lightning, which the Jets won 4-3. Interesting game, especially so I don't know. There's just some interesting sequences in the game, but just kind of going over some stats. The Jets had the advantage on the final scoreboard, but they were outshot 34-27. But Connor Hellebuck had another strong game in net, stopping 31 of those 34 shots, including a huge save at the end of the game. About 30 seconds left, just robbing a guy with his glove. So that was big, especially with some of the things that happened right before that and right after that. So another big game by Hellebuck. So the goal scoring tonight for the Jets, Matty Perreault got the scoring started right around the 2-minute mark of the first period, or 2 minutes in. Josh Morrissey fired one in, and Matty Perreault had a nice tip to deflect it, and 1-0 Jets. It was 1-1 after the first period, after the Lightning scored in the final minutes. And then over halfway into the second period, Rosie, as he's called, or Jack Roslovic, was able to pound a rebound home after there was about 3 chances where the Jets had where they were whacking at it, and Roslovic was able to get that puck home. Tampa Bay challenged that goal, lost that challenge. The Jets went on a power play, and 21 seconds into that, Nicky Ehlers pounded one in over Vasilevsky, the Lightning goaltender, to make it 3-1. And then an interesting sequence at the end of the game where the Lightning pulled their goalie, scored with little, like right around 2 minutes left to make it 3-2. About 30 seconds later or so, 30, 45 seconds later, they have their goalie pulled again, and Kyle Connor is able to fire one home from right around center ice. I think it was even in the Jets' defensive zone, into the empty net to make it 4-2. And I was watching and was kind of like, yeah, that's probably game over there. But I was like, well, who knows? There's probably about 2 minutes left, or there's a minute and a half left. And then sure enough, with under 30 seconds left, the Lightning score again to make it 4-3. So it's very odd that with the goaltender pulled, there was 3 goals. One for the Jets, two for the Lightning. But yeah, so in the last 2 games, there's been in those 6-on-5 situations, the Jets have given up a couple of goals, or 3 goals. But they came out on the end, on the right end, and those things are going to happen when you got that 6-on-5 pressure from a team desperately trying to get back in the game. So some other things from the game. I talked about that power play goal. Special teams has been a big talk this year, and I feel like it's starting to level out. I know that the Jets aren't where they want to be on either the power play or the penalty kill, but they're definitely trending in the right direction. And they went 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. That one goal being that aforementioned goal by Nick Ehlers after that challenge. and then the penalty kill, they went 2 for 2, where they were able to kill off both Lightning penalties. So, one quick plug here. I'm hoping to do a video maybe tomorrow on kind of, since we're 21 games in now, talk about the first quarter of the season. I didn't realize until I was done filming my last video, holy cow, the Jets have played 20 games. So I try and do a 1 quarter review to just kind of talk about where this team is at and such. And excited about that to just kind of go into some numbers and kind of take it from a statistical viewpoint, but also kind of the eye test mixed with how is the team gelling. So excited about doing that. I'll plug that. So that's a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. I hope that was a okay enough for a recap of the game. But I want to get your thoughts. If you're watching the game, what did you think? What did you think about the team's performance? It's awesome that they're able to go into Florida against 2 pretty quality teams, especially the Lightning. I know the Lightning are trying to get their footing and trying to recover from that shocking first round upsets in the playoffs last year, but they're still a really good team, and they have pretty much everybody back, plus some new faces that have added to them, like Pat Maroon of last year's Stanley Cup winning Blues. So what are your thoughts? And then, as always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you really, really liked it, please hit that subscribe button and tell your friends to subscribe. As always, I appreciate the support, and I will talk to you all again soon.